Today's May 2nd, and I know we're all getting ready to get in the fields as soon as it dries up. And I know a few of us might be a little on the impatient side and want to get out early. But I want you to think about a few things before we talk about mudding corn into the planter. First things first, if you check your soil conditions and maybe at 3 inches it's a little wet yet, and we want to decrease our seeding depth to maybe get out of that wet layer, we don't want to sacrifice yield by shallowing up our planting depth. First things first, of course, corn needs to be planted about a 2-inch planting depth so our nodal root's set up in the right spot. But more importantly, think of your angled press wheels. If you have an imaginary line, these angled press wheels intersect at about 2 inches below ground, which is where our normal seeding depth is. If we shallow up our seed depth and we're 1.5 inches, those roots are going to grow down into this plow layer and they're going to spread horizontally. We don't want to do that. The second thing, when it's a little wet, we take our disc openers through the field, we create a little sidewall smear. In order to make sure that seed V closes, oftentimes we're inclined to increase our depth gauge wheel down pressure, which isn't a good thing in wet conditions because not only do we get a little sidewall smear, if we increase our down pressure, we're going to force compaction from the top, and we're going to create this uniform seed V, but we won't do a good job of breaking up that sidewall. So make sure we're not increasing our down pressure too much. When you get out of the tractor and check planting depth, make sure you're looking for how that seed V looks. If you can still find a uniform seed V in the soil, probably means we got a little too much sidewall compaction and too much down pressure on our depth gauge wheels. Last but not least, think of what the point of closing wheels are. What we want to do is make sure we firm up that seed bed, destroy some of that sidewall compaction. We want to eliminate any air pockets or big seed clods. We want to increase seed to soil contact, but we don't want to have too wet of conditions where it gets a little clumpy. So it's really important to make sure our planter is leveled out and we're going through the field at a flat level so we have the proper pressure and we're making sure we eliminate some of that sidewall smear.